Nonetheless, I wanted to meet Dr. S.N. Ghosh, the founder, president, and also a very, I should say, the pillar of this society. Of course, we have the secretary, Assis Kumar Basuji. Thank you. Dr. Ranbir Chatterjee, the Vice President, my senior and elder brother, Professor P.S. Munshi, ex-Dean, Policy Kabhavana, Dr. Amit Sarangi, Dean BCKV, Dr. Jahnavi J.J. Now Periyakulam or which campus? Aaj Periyakulam TNAU campus. I beg your pardon? Sure. Dr. Gautam Mandal, Associate Professor and also Head of Division for here. Snehashish Chakrabarti, now Professor. Great to be, part of this international symposium. I have, with us, Joydeep, you're there. And Prahlad, always, he was after me that, sir, he has to come to this gathering where we have the blessings from you. But I told him, whatever the situation may be, there were several options. Yesterday I was supposed to be in Shimla for a very important, because we have regional committee meeting where I was the nodal officer, so I cannot skip that meeting. But luckily, when that meeting happened online, so I got that window to take a journey from Delhi and I could be here. This, I should say that the society, it has, though it was, I should say 14 years now. 14 years, sir? 14 years or 13 years? 14 years. It was always there at that it is taking a call on a very important group of crop, the minor fruits and medicinal and aromatic crops. These are the ones which, when we talk about horticulture, they were always the part of our, rather I should say, the food system or the health system. It was we who discarded it. Rather, we made it minor. Many of them, they became minor because we started using this. Still, people think that it's the apple which, an apple a day, here the disease away, that the doctors say, but it's not like that. Now, we are the ones who made them, several of the indigenous, minor, underexploited. And accordingly, now we have the future orphan crops, where it is our duty as a horticulturist, as a scientist, as a plant lover, that we have to promote it. When I say so, because we always talk about India is the world's youngest nation. Have you ever thought of when we have this Amrit Kaal available with us and our citizen going to the the 100th year, that time most of the population will be aging. And here comes the importance of this crop, which has to be popularized by each one of you who is present in this hall. It will be the health and the productive, the age of the people which has to be enhanced. And there, what, one of the participants was talking about, that these are the crops to be told to the people, to revive their importance. It was there, but we are the ones to be blamed that we started giving, or we spoiled that system, be it with the minor fruits, and every household which we had, which is called that Bari system, which was there, a pond, host of medicinal plants, or minor fruit crops, call it anything which is being used in the kitchen or in our health system. It was there in each and every backyard or homestead. Gradually, when we started moving to the monoculture or organized cultivation, we only talked about production, productivity, export, but now is the time when India is boosting to be second in horticultural production. We have to talk about the nutritional security. We have to talk about the therapeutic use of, and also how best to keep the nutritional security reaching far-flung area. India is such a diverse country. Many of the delegates who have come, the students here, the participants, I can see they are in large numbers. I mean, they are the people to be, rather I should say, told that the importance of these crops. Many technical sessions were here. Previous speakers have already talked about it. I congratulate each one of the winner and the society, the senior officials here, that they have instituted so many fellowships, awards to honor the people who are related with this group of crops rather. They are working, they are doing the best they can do to popularize them, get them into the scientific publications, and that's how making the younger generation aware of this group of crops. I at the headquarters, it's all under me, and many of the crops, I tell you, which were out from the ECRIP systems, even in our ECRIP medicinal and aromatic crops, which is there at Anand, a colleague was talking about it. Several of the crops, I don't know why with the mindless removal, cut down the size and the number of the crop they have removed. Again, I am trying to revive them, be it in the floriculture. Can you imagine lotus gone, then orchids gone? They are all indigenous and so important to India. And for what? Can we compete in rose with the world? No. But several programs on rose is there where we can't even think of competing in global market. And these are the crops where we have got strength, we have forgotten about it. Likewise, several minor, I never say that they are the vital crops, I should say. That because of them, many of the imports, believe me, the fruit supplements what India is importing and the global market is there, antioxidants, therapeutics, spirulina, you talk about, superfoods like makhana and the aquatic horticulture which is there. So many, so much to do, so much to work and get to the mainstream. I always call it, that is the Government of India has given us one of the tasks that you have to mainstream some of the crops which is totally indigenous, which are totally Indian crops. We cannot say that, if we are trying to export banana or apple for that reason or kiwi for that reason, they cannot. We have to be behind some, already the superior countries are there, but some of these crops which fall into this category or now they have graduated to become the major ones like maybe the amla, maybe the bay, jamun, kokum. You think the value of those crops and different use, it is a total, if you see that these crops, they have to be dealt in a total value chain. It cannot be someone has to talk only about the nursery propagation or domestication or just do some value added. It has to be, and there I will urge upon the society to have categories of industry people also, because medicinal and aromatic crops cannot flourish without the hand holding from the medicinal, because still we are all scavenging. The reason why Uttarakhand and where the government has started now systematic cultivation of medicinal. So industries have come forward. They want to assure that how much is the herbage, how much is the raw material to be, and then only this total, the stakeholder value chain can happen, and that's how it can be win-win situation. My friend, you might be knowing that when we had the Safed Musli, that revolution happened, and who were the people who gained in that revolution? Only the nurserymen. The people who cultivated, they were in loss, and it was such they burned their finger that many of them, they start avoiding. They wanted to shift to vegetable, high value horticulture crops or anything, but not in medicine, because they say that nothing is organized here and how to deal with the, at least disposing of the product. Then I used to always tell them that they should develop confidence in crops where primary processing is possible. Like stevia, tulsi, you can dehydrate. Solar dryers are there, you can dehydrate and get the thing. You have a time leverage to sell it in the market, whatever wholesale price is there. So these are the things where students should also work on the, one is the the value addition, second is the total marketing channels and the chain, and the major market. If you see the global literature, what is there, Germany was once the major importer of most of our herbal medicine. All our trifalas, all our chantras, it was done well. But now the issue again, the residual, problems have started. The traces have been there, and as a result, many of our drugs are facing that problem. So here is the job of this entire community to teach our cultivators that it is not that only the chemical inputs is the solution for many of them. That is one of the reasons that that government like Uttar Pradesh, it has taken a deliberate decision that all along the Ganga, where the water is not polluted, they should be growing organic, all medicinal and this all other plants, such kind of plants, even high value vegetables they are planning, so that they are totally organic, and it will be a great service, because the same thing can happen here in Bengal also. Some of the areas, it has to be identified, and these are the area. The resilience, the total global concern is climate change and the impact on the main of crops. But what Kundan presented, you see the resilience what is happening in this crop. It is inbuilt, it is inherent, and that is where we should take a lesson that ours was a very diverse plant, sometimes very high rainfall, drought, shift of the weather pattern. It is no season now, seasonalities have gone, they have vanished. So here is the crop they can fit into. Even sometimes when we have the issues related with, we have a choice, huge number of crops. You can, I was telling Dr. Basu that we will have one directory as a material available on their web page, which will educate people that what falls into these crops and what are the, I should say, the nutritional properties, therapeutics, medicinal use. If you can decipher to the common people about such, it will be a great service. And that is the way that we have to promote. Now, you might be knowing that, when Aula was there, one man, just imagine Dr. Pathak, Professor R.K. Pathak was there. He was at Faizabad, at now Ayodhya, A&D. Now, he made it possible that now an industry is there which take care of it. Now, several value-added products are there. Now, they are planning to have it all along the highway. The food parks will be there, where that product will come, and you can see how it will change the fate of the farmers who are traditionally in such a harsh, it's all alkaline areas where bale, aula, karonda and then wood apple are. So that's the way that entire things we will be reverting back to our old food habits, old food things, which the younger generation should know. How many people, still when we talk about the jamun, it's a simple crop. It's a very low input crop. See the yield levels. Now improved varieties, improved propagation technique, value addition, so much of thing. Simple, the seed powder of the jamun, Syzygium. It is such a big business. See, all the cut jamuns along our highways, it is wasted. We don't hardly take any care of that. I always tell my friends that entire, or I should say, the amla which is procured for making this chandrash or trifala, it is from the forest thing. And forest again we are disturbing. We are over exploiting that. When we have some of the best varieties are available, go for systematic thing, and you will see that how this industry will come up. And this is what the total effort has been. I should congratulate the entire team, Society for Minor Fruits and the Medicinal Plants, that they have taken a deliberate decision for organizing this 7th International Symposium. Several of the online speakers who have presented their papers from abroad that might have benefited to entire delegates here. I from the ICAR headquarters and on behalf of the DG ICAR congratulate the entire team, the team Santiniketan here and the custodian here. Rather, I should say that, friends, when you come to this campus, as Professor Janavi was talking about, many people, in your graduation days might have heard about when you take the extension, that course where you go about the Santiniketan model, you should be knowing that. So, that extension means, because this is the place where you should be, it's just like what we call it a mecca of the extension thing when it started. So, it was one of the place here. One is Naini, from where Rajwade has come. So why I did, when as a agri students, as a plant scientist, when you come here, you not only witness that, see the landscape, see the area, and how well the things are organized. They are not. This is a typical tribal area, dry area, and how the nature and the total greenery has been maintained. Was there any formality for you here? It is so open. The entire team is so open. I did not hear anyone talking about this was not there, this is bad, that is bad. This, I congratulate the team, the local, the organizing committee, so powerfully, and also the Honorable Vice Chancellor, very down to earth. That's the way the things to be done, and so lucidly it was all conveyed. And I hope that when we meet, in another 2 years, we will be doing it in a very befitting manner to whichever place. I also vow and take a pledge that I will also become a member of this. I was not knowing the details. And I am member for more than 60 professional societies, because they are all related to horticulture. In any part of the country it is there, I am there. But I will definitely induct me there, I beg you. But with these words, thank you for having me. So delighted to be here. God bless you. Safe journey back home. Jai Bharat.
So, society is very much honored to hear from DDG Horticulture, Professor Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh sir.